Team deathmatch. Let's do this.
Hey everyone, Team Left Match here, and this is What Could It Be Like Episode 3, and What Could It Be Like is a small sub-series that I run where I talk about what an upcoming or announced game could be like based on gameplay from its previous games in the series. Okay, so let's start. Today I'm going to be talking about what the next Battlefield game could be like. DICE has not confirmed what the next game is going to be like exactly. It can either be a Bad Company 3 or it can be a Battlefield 4. So when you look at Battlefield 3, it had a really good multiplayer, but one of the worst campaigns I've seen in my life. Seriously, it's not even worth finishing. And the co-op gameplay of Battlefield 3 is actually pretty good. I really liked it and all. Like, I wouldn't mind playing through it like a couple of times. But what really made it a 9 out of 10 on IGN was the multiplayer. Battlefield has one of the greatest multiplayers of any video game ever created. It's big, it simulates a real war environment, and it encourages a lot of teamwork. Like, you have medics that come in and revive people, you have engineers that repair vehicles, you have support to put on ammo. Snipers are just meant for, like, you know, supporting your team, but they do it in the right way. And as you can see here, teamwork. Someone just revived me. And also, the Conquest game mode is pretty awesome. Like, it's big teams, big maps, and it's loaded with vehicles that you can either shoot down, like me, or that you can just destroy. And also, what really made Battlefield a series, like a really good series, was that it's destructible environments. Like, let's say there's a sniper behind the wall and that's messing your team up. You just fire a rocket and he's exposed, he can't camp there anymore, and with any luck you'll take out this position and end his killing spree. Also, the vehicles in this game are pretty good except for the air vehicles, which I can never really control, but hey, that's just my opinion. Maybe you're a god with like air vehicles, maybe you suck with them. I'm actually more of a person in Battlefield that, you know, stays as an infantry unit and, like, you know, runs around with an assault rifle and destroys vehicles occasionally. Now, in this map, I have a 20-9 kill to death ratio, which is pretty good, 20 kills. And let's move on to what the next Battlefield could be like. Now, the next Battlefield game can either be a Battlefield 4 or a Bad Company 3. What I really hope it'll be is Bad Company 3, because the Bad Company series at least has a really good story. Because, well, not really good like Halo good, but just good. Like, it has 4 memorable characters from this squad that's, like, you know, grouped with a bunch of misfits, and like they're really funny and all, and people like the story of Bad Company. The multiplayer in the game was pretty much the same thing as Battlefield 3's, but you know, Battlefield 3 improved it, and it had a lot of destructible environments and like the big maps. But then Battlefield 3 came. Many people knew that it might not have the same story potential of the Bad Company series. Maybe it would have been better or worse. But many fans were disappointed with its story. Like, it sucked. And what I think Battlefield, if it's a Battlefield 4, what I think will happen is that it might be a continuation of this story. But then again, the story is terrible. It's not worth continuing. Hell, like, it's not even worth finishing in the game. So I think Battlefield 4 could probably have an entirely new story, and maybe, and as for its maps, it might, like, you know, it might not have bigger maps or smaller maps, it might stay the same, but I think that they could include, like, slightly more vehicles, and I think that they could include, like, more weapons, and I think they should probably work on the recoil of their guns. I know that recoil for a weapon is there, so, like, it's not overpowered, but, like, when you put recoil, for example, the Scorch I'm using has like a lot of recoil, and it has like a small mag size, but I get the idea that it has a lot of high damage. But some weapons don't really deserve to have a lot of recoil, and Battlefield, regardless of whether it's a Bad Company 3 or Battlefield 4, DICE should probably work on that. Also, they should try improving the destructible environment slightly better, so it can be like Red Faction, because that has like a lot of destructible environments, as I'm told. And it's not saying that this has terrible destructible environments, it has really good ones. But I'm just saying that they could probably improve it so, like, you know, I can destroy things like trash cans, totally annihilate buildings 100%, things like that. And they wouldn't really, like, improve the game on one platform. I know the PC version of Battlefield 3 is, like, the lead platform because it has, like, big maps and all, but like they should try like improving it on console and like just, you know, try upping up the console experience a bit more. Anyway, I know what the story could be like for Bad Company 3. In the ending of Bad Company 2, they realize Russia has invaded, so I guess the story could revolve around the lovable soldiers from Bad Company doing some crazy scheme to, I don't know, destroy the Russians. I'm pretty sure the character Marlowe, who's the main character in the Bad Company series, won't die because the story's told from he's narrating the story, not like you're viewing it from first person, but not like he's being interrogated narrating. No, like he's telling it as like a flashback, but you don't know where he is. Like he said that it's his story. So if Marlowe were to die anywhere during the story's campaign, well, how could he be telling the story? I don't know what could be the fate of the other three Bad Company soldiers, but I think that they either might live or they might die, and Marlowe could be like the only one to survive. But anyway, I also think that the next game is going to be far less glitchy. Yes, this game is like really glitchy and all. Not like super glitchy, but there are some things that have gotten annoying. Also, they need to really work on spawning. The spawning for Battlefield 3 is one of the worst I've ever seen. It's okay at some points, and like I like the idea how you can choose your spawn point accordingly, but seriously, they need to work on it. They need to try spawning you away from like places you can't get out of. Although I know no game engine's perfect, but I think they should just work on the spawning a bit. And also, I think that they might add new classes, like maybe instead of making Recon Sniper, they have a Sniper class, and maybe that's, just use snipers, and the Recon class, which uses submachine guns, and maybe they can have like a Marksman class, which uses like 3-round burst weapons, or like single shot rifles. That'd be pretty cool. And I think that the next Battlefield game could probably have a separate medic class, who I don't know what weapon he could use, but like, keep medic separate from assault. That's what I think would be a better idea. And also I think that they might improve the co-op gameplay a lot. Not saying that it was bad, but many people have noted that it's not as fun as multiplayer. So what I think Battlefield should do is ironically do something similar to COD, and probably put like a survival mode, or like what's it again? Oh yeah, just like more Spec Ops game modes. That would be really fun. And what I think that DICE should do for the next Battlefield game is try to make the maps like, less similar from each other. Not saying that Battlefield 3 has, all the maps are the same. They're obviously not. All of them are different. But I've noticed that Scene Crossing and Operation Metro can look somewhat similar when you play Team Deathmatch. And I've also noticed that Davman Peak and Operation Firestorm also look a bit similar. And if you look at least one Battlefield map, you can find that one map is like, somewhat similar to it in a way. But what I think that DICE should really do with Battlefield is, just try to make the experience, a lot more fun. I'm not saying it's bad, but occasionally some moments, especially in the campaign, which is super hard, are frustrating. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I think what DICE should make, like, the campaign of Battlefield 3 less challenging, and like, stick to idea when something is easy, it's easy. So this is just my opinion on what the next Battlefield game could be like. Team Deathmatch is out. See you guys.